Hey guys, welcome back to another reading over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today I'm going to do a reading for all those born in the year of the rabbit. So if you are a rabbit person, then this reading is for you. Right, we're going to jump straight in it here for you guys and see how your week has been by picking these three cards. We're just going to give them a bit of a mix up and a bit of a shuffle. And we're going to start... We're going to stop there, maybe. It's a feeling more than it is anything else. Like, I know when I need to stop. And sometimes it just doesn't feel like I need to stop. And then sometimes I just drop the cards like that. Let's see how we go. And you got to understand as well that I'm doing this with my eyes closed. So, right, let's stop there, I think, and we'll go that one from the bottom, that one from the middle, that one from the top. What have we got? We have got a white, we've got a black, and we've got another black. So we've got white, black, black. That's all right. It's not that bad. Black isn't always an attack, but white isn't always all right. Just remember that. But that pig is pretty good. That pig is pretty good. That's a catalyst card there for you rabbit people. Change is coming. Change is inevitable. Change is happening. Whether it be positive or bad, who knows? The catalyst cards work in mysterious ways. Sometimes the changes that are happening around you, you don't even notice, and they're not even for your benefit. Very much like the karmic cards. However, the pairing of the rabbit and the boar, that is a good team. That is a good team. They go together because they are in the same catalyst triangle. And I think right now, or at least previously to these two cards, you were kind of content with where you were at. You were kind of in a place where you were feeling rather comfortable, I think. Things were going all right. Unfortunately, if you sit still too long, something's going to move you eventually. And I think that's what's happening here. You're being pushed in a direction that you don't necessarily want to go. And that boar is being stubborn. That pig is being very pig ignorant. And it's not allowing processes to happen as they should be. And I don't think this is like... this isn't like just a petty little thing. This isn't just a small kind of change that is happening. These are big things that are happening. These are like very kind of prominent things in your life. And I think right now there is some kind of shift that is happening. And this catalyst isn't just, it's not a subtle one. It's not a subtle one. This is a big change. It's a big thing that's going to happen, which you're not going to be able to stop or change. You're not going to be able to go up against it. You're just going to have to sit there and wait it out. And as I've said before to rabbit people, some of you are very ignorant to what is happening sometimes. Not trying to put you down. It's just sometimes you bury your head in the sand and you'd rather turn your back and ignore what's happening behind you, because that way you feel you've got less to worry about. And you shouldn't do that. Definitely not in this example, because that's what's led you to this, rabbit people. This is what has brought you to this, where the universe, the powers that be, they are going to push you and you're just going to get shoved anyway. Either move or you will be moved. And that's what's now happening. That dog's coming in, boom, call to action, defensive card there. Again, rabbit and the dog, they aren't a bad... They're not a bad union there. They actually get on quite well. They're relatively compatible, but we're looking at a negative dog here. And I think right now there's a lack of trust in a situation that's happening. Like, you're finding it hard to trust something, and you're not really understanding what's going on. Like, you're kind of like, it's almost like you've been blindsided, and you're kind of like, well, hold up, where did that come from? How has this happened? But again, it's been burning for a long time. The forest fire has been there. You've just been turning your back to it. And now that the smoke and the heat is starting to catch up with you, it's kind of like you're like, oh, that is actually a thing, is it? That's actually happening. Oh dear, maybe I will now have to move. But you're defensive with this. You're still being defensive. You're still holding yourself in a situation that you shouldn't be. You're still making excuses. You're still justifying stuff. You're just basically wanting to keep the peace. You think that if you can keep the peace long enough, it will just go back to how it was supposed to be, or how you feel it should be. And I think really that's a big ask. It's a huge demand, in fact. That pig is going to just barge you out the way. This is happening. This is happening. You can't keep fighting it. You can't keep going up against it. You can't keep challenging it. You just got to let it go now. You've got to. You got your back to the... You got your back to this forest fire, and if you don't move soon, it's going to start singeing your little white tail, and you're going to know about it. And if you don't want to change, if you don't want to go with it, if you don't want to accept, it may not even be change, as I say, that's happening with you or for you. But if you're not going to accept the inevitable outcome of what's actually happening around you right now, and you want to remain naive and ignorant to things that are happening, it's only going to lead to you getting burnt. You are going to get burnt. And as I say, there's a lack of trust here. You don't trust in something. You don't trust in the process. You don't trust in yourself. You don't trust in your gut feeling. You don't trust those around you. You don't trust the people that are your friends, family, loved ones, partner. You don't trust the people, or the almost not even the people. You don't trust the energy that is around. So everything's got you on edge all the time. And I'll tell you for why. It's because you've been ignoring this for too long. You've been ignoring this something for too long, which leads us to this rat, which makes this whole thing kind of tying in with the romantic element of things. If you've watched the video previously to this, the readings, I did a video on Sunday about the affinity triangle, the rat, the dragon, and the monkey, that doer trio. And I talked a little bit about the rat card and the rat sign and what I kind of see it as. And I do see it as a romantic card. I see it as there's things to do here in some sort of relationship sense. I see it that this is breaking down. Something's breaking down. It's not a white rat. We've got a black rat here. There's work to be done that isn't really worth it. Almost like trying to salvage some kind of ancient house or old building. And the whole thing's just crumbling. You're not going to be able to save it. Your best bet is just to walk away before you get crushed underneath the roof coming in on you. And if you are going to try and salvage something, the best thing to do is just to bust it all down and start right again from the very beginning. And I don't even think that's an option, because this is like I say, this is like a forest fire. It's burning. There's nothing to salvage. It's breaking away from this, which is becoming more and more hard for you, because it's like you're in denial about it. We've heard this before, where you rabbit people just seem to live in this place right now. Maybe this is regarding something different. Maybe this is regarding the same thing. But for some weird reason, you're reluctant to let it go. You're reluctant to move. You seem to be in denial. You're ignorant to it. You're just holding on to a place that you shouldn't be in. And then you wonder why everything is falling apart and not working out for you. You got things to do. And you got things that can make this better, but it's just not worth it. It'd be superficial. It would be of real no benefit for anybody. It would just crumble and fall again. You're basically you're just denying the inevitable. And I don't know if that's something that's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know if that's something that's going to happen in maybe like a month or whatever. But eventually, that fire is going to catch up with you. And when it does, you're not going to be able to outmaneuver it at all. You won't be able to. You can try, but it's too late now. The fire is coming. The fire is there. The fire's been burning for a long time. As I said before, you're not a tree. Move. But we'll see, won't we? What happens? I'm interested to see anyway, because as I say, if you don't move, the universe is going to move you anyway. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that one pans out for the rabbit people. But we will be back next week for another reading for those guys. We'll be back tomorrow for a reading for the dragon and the snake day, which is tomorrow morning for the dragon, and then I'll do the snake probably more in the afternoon, though I can never guarantee that. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give us a like. I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you again next week when I do another reading for the rabbit people. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.